All right, welcome back to the Dog Star Training Program. My name is Devlin Stubbs, Stubbsdale Dog Care Center and Einhorn Suit. And this is Shadow, as you know. So we're reintroducing the command touch. As you know, we're going to be working on teaching Shadow to be a therapy and a service dog. And we're going to have to teach Shadow to focus and stay attentive. So we got to use what's called watch me and a high value treat. So what I got here is a high value treat, and I'm luring my dog. And by the way, I'm covering a bunch of stuff right now that we went over already, that we should already have kind of internalized before we go into touch. So you're luring, your high value treat, teaching your dog the magic spot in terms of where to be. All of those things are worked out ahead of time. Shadow, let's go. Yes. All right, that's the casual come, right? Using your treat to convince your dog to come every single time. If you make that a routine, come means come get some loving. All right, remember that from the last video. All right, so we're going back into touch. And again, I'm saying that we're covering all of the prerequisites or things you should already know with your dog before you get to touch. All right, so I'm luring Shadow, and I want Shadow to place her paw on the pan. The goal with this is to get Shadow to pivot and do some rear end recognition, which is just moving that back end and following me. Let's go. Touch. Touch. Let's go. Yes. All right. Nope, that's not a yes moment. Let's go. Yes. That's it. Good job. Now she got a paw on it. She got a reward just for that. Then I can back off. And the fact that she kept her paw on it while she ate says that she kind of understands what's happening. So that's a good sign. Touch. Yep, definitely. Good job. Good job. Now my goal is to get her to turn that body. Touch. We'll back up. Touch. Yes. Let's go. Right here. Yes, good job. Both feet. Yes, good job. Both. All right. Good job. Stay up there. Stay up there. Good job. All right. All right. So that's step one right there. Getting her to be comfortable, just staying up. Now the second step is to get her to make a little bit of a turn. Good finish. Let's go. Right here. Touch. Let's try it again. Right here. Touch. Yes. Yes, good job. All right, finish. Let's go. Let's do it for real. Yes, good job. Right. Shadow. All right. So we could pause right there because the next step here is to get Shadow to be comfortable firmly standing on the podium and then spinning around for us. All right. So we gave Shadow a water break and got ourselves a high value treat that Shadow's probably going to be a lot more interested in. And this gives us a moment to talk about high value treats. These guys are for the most part carnivores, right? I mean, probably omnivores because, you know, dogs can pretty much eat what we eat. But they have canines that are super long. So they're meant to hunt and tear up meat, right? And so they're going to really like meat as a high value reward. So you're going to get better traction, better luring, with a meaty treat. Now let's try this again with a touch. Yes. Okay, now I want that head to turn. Now Shadow has no idea about the back end part. So I got to get Shadow to want to turn that back end. And once Shadow realizes, yes, that was it. She just fell a little bit. I'm going to let her nibble. Yes! All right. Now she figured it out. Yes. Now, I notice I'm using my markers, right? My marker is yes. Another one could be no. Another marker could be finish. But in this case, yes, but at the moment she's doing it correct. Yes. Now I'm giving a little gentle nudge there to get the ball rolling. But she's going to pretty much start moving on her own. And I'm going to associate a command with this. I'm going to say, spin, spin. Yes, spin. Now she's probably saying, you ain't giving me the treat. So I'm going to take a break and let her get that reward and say finish and move on. Good job. Hey, what's up? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.